been terrible about today is the heat. I cannot. The heat has been
Awful.
It like
Diabolical.
truly, and it like hits you in the face when you walk outside too. It's just like bam, you know what I mean? Like there's no easing into it.
No, I change as a person when I'm that warm. Like, I
Mhm.
stop being polite. I stop, like, making sure that everyone's okay. Like, I become a monster, and
Yeah.
I need to get to my next objective, which is the AC. Like, I
Yeah.
can't focus. Like, it's awful.
Yeah.
And too, so I'm in a temporary apartment right now. This place doesn't have AC, but my, like, actual apartment does. So I've been dying.
No.
I've been
Do you have like
actually
a bunch of
dying.
fans going at once or
I
something?
do. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. And sometimes, like, I'll go into, like, the kitchen and I'll just, like, open up the freezer and I'll just, like, stand there for a couple seconds, like, just collect
yes.
my thoughts.
You do what you gotta do at that point. Yeah, I was at the mall today, and I was so hot waiting in line for something, and I remember thinking to myself, like, "What if I just screamed right now? Would people get out of my way?" Like,
Yes.
it's just your mind you become, like, insane when it's hot.
I think they
I
definitely get out of your way.
Well, they would've, yeah, and I would have not regretted screaming too, and not even screaming at somebody, just if I screamed loudly, would people walk oh, actually, I also ran into an old high school friend when I was there, and I probably should, like, message him that, like, I don't know, I felt like I was just, like, very short because I was just like, "I need to get out of here," and I felt really bad, but, like, it was brutal.
no matter how good of a friend they are, if they understand that it's like 100-degree weather, they should be they should like forgive you for it. It should be
Mhm.
a pass, like, oh, sorry, I was so short with you. It's just really hot today, and I'm just not myself. It should
Yeah.
the response should be, it's all good,
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
understood.
and to be fair, like, they should have come and addressed you with a cold beverage in hand. So kinda shame on them in that regard.
Truly, I
No
mean,
ice.
I think it's kinda
they
That's
fucked
weren't that
up.
good of a friend, let's be honest.
it's the only time I'd request ice, honestly. Like, please bring it. I'm ready for it.
Now
I
oh, go ahead.
play I play Rivals, like quite a bit. I've been getting into it a lot more recently. Well, not a lot more, just a li- back into the swing of it a lot more recently. And today was the first time where the heat like really got to me while I was playing, and I just got so frustrated with all my teammates that I was causing like arguments in the voice chat.
My
And all I would
god.
hear in my headset is just everyone arguing back and forth, back and forth. But for some reason, it was making us better
Well,
as a
Okay,
team.
pressure, yeah.
pressure
So
makes a
like
diamond.
pressure makes diamonds, baby. We were making diamonds tonight. It was so good.
I highly doubt that you were struggling. I have played with him before. Sven in video games is like a whole like I feel like Sven disappears and it just becomes like an AI version of you. You are so good at video games. It makes me angry because you get it so quickly.
I stream on Twitch, right? And a lot of the times I'm so afraid because if you honestly, if you tune in at all, whenever you see me like lock in, my face is so I'm like blindsided, right? Like I have like the blindfolds or whatever that I don't even pay attention to the fact that I'm on camera or anything like that. So I'm just like imagining what the audience looks like or thinks I look like, or I don't know what they see. They're like, oh, this like this man's just like gone. His brain is just too locked in. But I love it either way.
Good way to be.
Yeah. Speaking of locked in, it's probably a bad transition, but um Sven, what are we at like 20 something episodes now? Maybe more?
This would be 24 recorded.
That's crazy.
Wait, really? That's
Yeah.
my lucky number.
Is it
That's
really?
crazy. Yes, it is. I was born on the 24th. That's like literally oh my god. That's
I
Oh
love that.
no.
Oh my
meant
god,
to be.
perfect.
Literally fate, destiny.
Oh my gosh, what a great
It's
start. Um,
that's so cool actually.
so something that happens very frequently on this show is we come up with just like a lot of just random sayings that we say a lot. I say that serial killer behavior a lot. I remember we said like Bowser's that girl. Like we just have all these famous lines and we're always like put that on a t-shirt, put that on a t-shirt, you know what I mean? So
1000%.
I went ahead, Sven, and I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna actually put one of these sayings on a t-shirt. So
No.
I had some shirts made for you and I.
No
What?
I
way.
did.
What?
I'm wearing it right now.
No.
I have
Stop
one for
it.
you, and I put on. I was thinking to myself, what is our most iconic saying that we say so much on
Peanut
this
butter
show?
versus blue cheese.
Even better, the thing we say more than anything else. Put that
Put
on a
that on a
shirt.
shirt.
My
I got the
God.
2 shirts that say, "Put that on a shirt." It is You Versus Who green. I couldn't get the purple because it was too expensive.
For royalty. It's
And there we go.
royalty
There's our
colors.
first piece of merchandise. So, yes, I've had these for, like, 2 weeks now, and I'm very happy to show you.
That's amazing. Holy shit. Thank you so much.
Of
That's
course, it's very comfortable. I'm not
Want one.
the
Drop the merch. We need you versus Who merch.
I
Let's
was gonna say,
go.
once we get our store up and running, we can sell these.
If you use promo code U versus Who on Shopify, you get 20% off on your next
Yes,
website. Because
yes.
you too can launch your own business. I can't wait for the ad. No, honestly, I don't want to give all of the audience members ad reads. I like the way we are now. Very grassroots, humble. I love the tight knit community that we have, which is pretty cool.
We don't take corporate money. I mean, no one's offered yet, and if they would, I would take it. But we don't take any currently.
Listen, I'm not beyond the compensation.
No.
A bitch's got to eat in this economy. We like, product placement has been in the works for. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm excited to start this episode. Are you guys excited?
I am
Yes.
ready to go.
Yes.
The heat has made me extra angry, so I'm ready to argue.
I'm a little impatient too, so let's do it.
Let's
3,
do it.
2, 1. Pick a side now, ain't no neutral in chat. Your 5 versus mine, we gotta clash.
Who's this?
I'm running out of time to look at the past. Speaking my truth, they told me put it in a podcast. Intros, outros, yo, show me how to laugh. Cause who versus you versus who versus you versus who. Bam! Welcome to yet another fabulous episode of the You versus Who podcast. It's the pop culture show, the pop culture debate show where we talk about all things nerdy
All things geeky.
and quite simply.
All things. Did I
I
cut
love-
out of something?
No,
Oh. Did
my
you
brain
forget?
just. Yeah, the memory's terrible.
Okay, 24 episodes in. It's bound to happen.
It's the show with hot takes on incredible debates. The random things I say every episode. I love this recording session because today we have someone extra special. We have a Twitch streamer who plays Mario Kart World, Baldur's Gate 3, lover of Pokemon, especially Chandelure. The biggest fan of Teresa Larzalier. I think I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, what?
A social deduction games expert
Uh-huh.
on The Mole, The Traders, an LRG player, and winner of Starcade Episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
The person who used phone of Sven and I let them down. We have Fave on the episode today, guys.
Welcome, Fave.
Okay, so maybe like small story. The one time that I played Baldur's Gate 3 on stream, I had a house fire start during stream. I had a battery.
I saw this.
I had a battery, like, those like little like magnetic batteries that go on the back of your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That exploded, not even kidding you, like at eye level, like kind of like fireworks. I grabbed it with my hand and then started like beating it to death with my hands on the carpet. So that whenever I think of Baldur's Gate, that memory is now what comes up, and I just can't stop laughing. Like, it's so ridiculous.
I don't
It's
mean to
so
laugh, but
ridiculous.
that's insane.
My friend was playing with me, and like we were in a battle, and like I kept yelling fire, and he thought that I was talking about like still in the game. Like he didn't like get that I was like. There's the clip of
That's
it. Like I have it
crazy.
somewhere. I just don't want to post it yet, and maybe like after this one, I'll post it just for fun. But like it is so embarrassing. It's so ridiculous.
No,
I
But
love
thank
it.
you for
That's
bringing that back. Like that. Oh
nuts.
my God.
I'm so sorry
And
for being.
Teresa Lazar, that is such a deep cut. That it's so crazy. That's my queen. That is my vape reviewer. Like, let's go.
Sven does his research. That's
It's
nuts. You have to
crazy.
post that. I mean, some of the best moments
I-
in streams are when things go wrong.
Oh, like I
Absolutely.
love.
Also, you know when like a trauma happens? My mom said this when I had a traumatic experience as a kid. I don't think I'm ready to share it yet. I usually do when I get drunk enough, but too dramatic. But what she told me when I was a kid was, there'll come a time, the more you tell the story, the funnier it gets, and you'll just be able to laugh about it.
Yes.
And I think that's one of those situations
At
for you.
1000%. That video is going up at my wedding. That video, like, it will haunt me for the rest of my life. Like, it
Babe.
it's there.
That's crazy.
Oh man. That's actually insane. I did not. Okay, so I saw the thing with like your fingers, the post with your fingers burning and stuff, and I didn't want to mention that as part of your introduction. I didn't know it had to do with Baldur's Gate 3
Well, yeah. Fireball! And then, yeah.
and then
Oh my
a
god.
literal fireball. Fabe is just a
And you've not
wizard.
played it since?
Well.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you, truly. I was in a pretty bad car accident back in college, and Owl City's It's Always a Good Time was playing on the radio. I really don't like listening to that song anymore because I was like the car was like flipped while that music was playing, and now that's all I think
Oh,
about when it comes on.
that is a crazy song to play during an
Yeah.
emotional event.
Yeah,
That's
while I'm like
insane.
rolling on the LIR, yeah, not the best.
Yeah,
It's
no.
always a
Yeah.
good time.
It was horrible, yeah.
Oh, Dan.
It was bad, but
Dan, I'm so sorry.
it's
Holy
okay.
crap.
It could have been worse. It could have been a better song. So it's totally
It could-
fine.
It could have been Gaga applause, and I would have cried for
Oh.
you.
I'd be like, take me, God, because I can't lose this.
All right. So, speaking of flipped cars, let's flip this show around. Um,
Sure.
sorry,
You
at your
get like a
expense, Dan.
6 on that one.
If our listeners have been listening, they would know. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm just still.
I know. I'm
This
like
is too good.
Great start.
If you're a fan of the show, then you might know. But if you're tuning in for the first time, the way the show works is we have two incredible buckets: the buckets of potential arguments, the BOPAs, if you will. We have the side quest BOPA and the main quest BOPA. So the side quest BOPA is very quick, rapid fire, water cooler topics, chocolate versus vanilla, coffee versus tea, etc., etc. Main quest tickets are where the beautiful magic happens, the friendships and the powerful debates start. That's where we are trying to get to, the main quest bucket. Of course, today we also have our guests who will bring along a golden stub. And with that being said, let's get into it.
So excited.
I'm excited.
This is my favorite thing ever. Like, look at all these tickets in there.
Whoa.
It's
Beautiful.
like ASMR too when you do that because you put it so close and like, yeah.
Let's see what we get. Okay. Oh, this one's easy. Pizza versus tacos.
Well, that's so easy. I don't want to say anything, but that is, to me, that is very easy.
It's gotta be pizza. I will say the best taco place that a really, really great taco beats a pizza for me, but pizza as a whole beats tacos for me.
Yeah.
That's valid. Pizza is very consistent. I've mentioned this before because I don't know why, but recently on the show we talk a lot about pizza. And this bucket really likes pizza. It's from New York. I've mentioned it before, but you can't really fuck up pizza. Bread, cheese, and tomato sauce is very easy. You have to really try to fuck it up. Like, it's not just make the bread toasty, put some nice marinara sauce or tomato-based sauce on there, sprinkle some cheese on that bitch, throw it in the oven, and you have yourself pizza. Argue with the wall. Tacos, on the other hand, depending on how it's made, like a good birria taco, fire.
So good.
Where because for me, about the thing with tacos is the shell. If it's not flavorful, I can't get into it. I'd rather just eat the filling, and I'll totally discard the leftover taco shell or whatever, the corn tortilla. And so, like with the birria taco, they dip that shit in the sauce. It's got some color to it, a little spice. That's how I like my tacos. Not too spicy though, but some flavor in there. Where every bite has like that consistent flavor. Pizza already has that by design. Like every bite of the pizza has flavor. Arguably, maybe not the crust, but if it's good bread, it's good bread.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Yes.
had some like some like the really authentic pizza where like the crust it's like got some flavor in it. I think the thing with like pizza is like everybody knows what like the base of pizza is. Like a plain slice of cheese pizza is like the base, and if you're doing anything fun, you're adding to it. I think with tacos, it's soft shell or hard shell. It's spicy or not spicy. Like the whole thing is a crapshoot because you could get literally
Chicken
anything.
tacos, shrimp
Yeah.
tacos, beef
The
tacos,
worst pizza is
bean
still like a 6
tacos.
out of 10, you know what I mean? Like, it's still good. Like, yeah, I totally agree with you there,
The
but I think
worst
I'm
taco is a negative 2 out of 10.
yeah, yeah,
Easily.
yeah.
Oh,
Easy.
easily.
Been
Nothing is
there.
Easily.
worse than a soggy, hard shell taco.
Mhm.
Get that shit away from me immediately. I am
Yeah,
not letting that enter my body in any ugh, like, it's not happening.
I
yeah.
forgot what Dan had mentioned it was for on the pod before, but the only time I would have a soggy taco is if I'm like super drunk late at night and like that's like it's like drunk flavor food, like where you're so drunk it doesn't matter, you just need some kind of sustenance in your
Well,
body.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like
a
a
Taco Bell taco, which again, Taco Bell is not even really, let's be honest here,
It's fringe.
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But a soggy Taco Bell taco, even the hard shell ones, they're not great. But if
mhm.
I'm drunk at 3 a.m. and there's like leftover tacos from the party box, I'm gonna eat it because food.
It's true.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
No.
But
Would
I
I
think so I
rather
think
drunk pizza? Oh my god, 100%. Like, now
mhm,
we circle all
yeah.
the way back. Like
No, it's true. And honestly, when I'm drunk too, or when I used to be drunk, cold pizza too was like another like I like even that was fine. Like there was no bad
Yes.
like you couldn't in any format, pizza was good.
A cold taco is never it. You might eat
No,
it, but you're not gonna enjoy it.
Mhm.
definitely not.
So we're on an
Yeah, that
agreement.
I love it.
Pizza is better than tacos.
Tea.
You
Mhm.
heard it here first. So the next side quest ticket, right? Yep. Comfort rewatching versus new content. This sounds familiar.
Did we do this one?
This sounds familiar.
I'm
But let's
happy
do
to
it
do it
again.
again, yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't think we settled on it last time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Comfort rewatch or a new content, new show, new movie.
Is this like what I would like go first towards? Like out of like every single thing that I could consume, what would I rather?
Yeah, like what do you lean towards immediately? All right, let's paint a picture because I think that's the best way to do these tickets.
Mhm.
You work Monday through Friday, you're off the weekends. Um, all of your friends, for whatever reason, already have plans. You're not invited. Boo hoo, woe is me. It
Oh,
happens.
Rude.
Ew. Very rude. It happens. I feel like,
I don't like this picture you're painting. Here's the
I
picture.
know.
Nobody wants to be around
It
you.
yep.
literally,
You're by
literally,
yourself.
you're alone.
At that point, I don't care what I'm watching.
Well, that's where it goes into the next point. So you're by yourself. You're like, fuck it. I don't need these hoes anyways. I got my own damn self. You remember, oh, I have a pint of ice cream in the freezer. And I have a nice leftover pizza, let's say. Actually, bring it right back. You have leftover pizza in the fridge. You have a pint of ice cream. You have your TV, deliver them to yourself. Nobody else. No kids, no friends, no family. And you just need something to do for the night. You need something to watch for the night. What are we watching?
Tough. I mean, I think my first go-to reaction is to go for like a comfort viewing thing. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
a huge reality TV fan. I could watch like a season or a show that I've already seen and find a new nugget about it and still find it fascinating.
Mhm.
And like, I feel like a lot of the time, like when I'm comfort viewing, I'm probably just watching TV to kill time. So I'm gonna be wanting to be like on my phone. I'm gonna be wanting to do other things. Like, And if I'm, like, watching something new, I have to lock in for, like, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, like, that is, like, nonstop dedication.
Yeah.
So, I'm a busybody, I like to roam in my apartment, I like to I like to get tasks done, so I'm definitely going for a comfort viewing, for
Yeah.
sure.
Do
I
you
think that's
ever
there.
do you ever put something on thinking you're gonna get something done, but then it's so good that you just lock in anyways?
All the time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to, like, for the mole.org, it's coming in August, so I've been throwing on, like, old mole seasons, and every so often, I'll just, like I'll, like, wander over, I'm like, "Oh, that's right, this thing happened," and then, like, an hour passes, and, like, I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta get the laundry, like, I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta take that thing off the stove, hmm."
For usually for me, it's like putting a movie on and I'll be like, "I'm gonna clean while I do it," and then I just find myself, like, holding the vacuum without it even being on, just
Yeah.
standing in front of the television, and I'm just like, "I just watched half of this movie, I really need to do this, like, I need to turn this off." Yeah, that's definitely an issue there. I think my go-to, honestly, though, is probably something new, only because I feel like there's especially when it comes to TV, there's so much out there, like, there's not enough hours in the day to watch all the stuff that I wanna watch, and so if I have nobody, if my son's asleep, my husband's gone, I'm just like, it's just me, I feel like I wanna put something new on and just be like, "This is my chance to, like, ingest whatever this show is that 1,000 people have been recommending to me, and I'm finally gonna watch it." You know what I mean?
Like, you're finally getting around to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I lean towards it so, I think part of the inspiration for this show is how ebb and flow I am with everything. Super wishy-washy, not a great character trait, I know, my flaws, whatever. Indecisive, all the things, and so, I ebb and flow with, like, my content rewatch or putting something new on. I'll go through a period of time throughout the year where I think we did talk about this because I said during the fall season and the spring season when the normal primetime shows are on, that's all I have time to watch, catch up on the stuff that's going on, that's airing currently. And then during the summer and winter breaks is when I get my chance to like do anime because everything's on break, or find something new that people have recommended 1,000 times. And I'm like, finally, I'll get to it. So that's where I'm at with like rewatching and new stuff. But I will say, if it was the picture I painted, it'd probably be a rewatch of something because I'll probably play like Pokemon Champions and I'll have it like up on YouTube or something. I don't know. Yeah.
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 I mean, I think I'm very similar too. Like, I have been like watching a lot of new things. Like, I've started watching the Mortal Kombat movies. Obsessed with the video games. Can't
Oh,
believe I haven't seen the movies yet.
yeah.
Um,
Crazy.
and like, there's like so much on Netflix that you can just kind of like throw on and just like sit. I'm just like finally like falling in love again with like TV shows. There's like a bit of period where I was like just kind of watching things like on almost like a routine, and now I'm just like kind of getting a little
Yeah,
bit more exploratory. So
Yeah.
I definitely
yeah. I mean, that's a
For
good thing. I think honestly, when it comes to TV, I'll say my issue with sort of like when you're on autopilot is that feeling of like I don't like this show anymore, but I've invested so much time into it, I have to finish it. And
exactly
I
that.
finally like slapped myself, and I was like, "Dan, like I don't care if there's like 3 episodes left of the show. Like, stop. Like, you don't want to watch them, so don't watch them." And I'll be honest, I'm very good now about not like I'll stop if I'm watching something with Steve and I just don't like it anymore. Halfway through the episode, I'm like, I'm done, and I just walk away, and I'm just like, "I don't even need to finish the episode, I'm not liking this." And I think it's like, yeah, that's why
that
I save time for new stuff.
that drives me insane because I'll like I'm the person in my family that usually find something new to watch. And so I'll put like something on the living room occasionally. I don't do this as often anymore, but I'll have something on the living room, and my brothers will walk in and they'll get so hooked by like what I'm watching, and they'll get invested. They'll ask me questions. I'm like, "Oh, did I just hook you onto this new show? Yes, let's go." And it kills me every time because sure enough, 45 minutes into an hour episode or whatever, they'll just like walk away, and I'm like offended. Like, you don't care what's gonna happen? Like, you don't wanna see how it ends? And they're like, "Nope, I'm good." I'm like, "But you were so invested like 2 minutes ago. What happened?" So I don't know. That drives me insane, someone like trying to walk away from something. I'm like, at least finish the episode,
I
please.
mean, shows ebb and flow that quickly.
Uh,
Like we used to watch Steve used to watch American Horror Story, and I would watch seasons with him, and I'd be like, "This one episode is good. This second episode is so bad, I don't even want to keep going." Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be that quick that I'd be like, "I'll try the next season with you." You know what I mean? And it's tough
it helps that that series is an anthology series, so you don't really have to. The story doesn't carry over to the next season, you know?
for the most part. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fully done with it. Steve now like will try out a season or two here and there, but like it's one of those things where like yeah, you know, there's like full seasons he has not seen in between the seasons he's watched. And just because he's like, I'm not liking this. Like I don't like this person. I don't like what this is, but like I like this one. And yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pick and choose.
Pick and choose. Watch with intentionality. That's what I got from this bucket ticket.
Yeah, it's really good.
Make sure you watch stuff that you want to watch, not because you're forced to. I'm looking at you, Grey's Anatomy. I'm held in a chokehold by that show. That show.
Just walk away, Sven. Just walk away.
We've got to release ourselves from the chains of Grey's Anatomy. We
I
Mhm.
really
can't.
do.
I just can't. I'm too. If the chains grab you from Earth, I'm already in hell. Like I'm so
too
far
late.
gone. It's too late. You can't save me. I'm done. Like it's at this point the only way I can be saved is if the show's creators just end it once and for all.
It's not. I
Ellen
don't think it's gonna
Pompeo.
happen. Didn't she
Ellen,
threaten
please.
to leave like 10 times?
I'm sure. I'm sure she
At
has.
this point, she only narrates the introduction. Like she pops in for like an episode or two a season. I'm like, what are we doing? But she's a producer on the show, so it's like
There.
it makes her money. Of course, it's easy money. I get it. Get your coin, but also like release us from your shackles, please. Just give us a great ending. Bring back Christina Yang. Like, and Alex, bring us back, and Izzy, just bring everybody back, do a finale, wrap it up, let's go home. Like, on that note, let's go to we're gonna do a main quest ticket, because I
Ooh,
think that'll
okay.
be fun. So the one that I pulled this is in reference to X-Men, the animated series. I don't know if you guys have watched it. There's the new ongoing 97 series going on right now. So this is a Storm versus Rogue versus Jean Grey.
Oh, just like in general too, you could do.
Oh,
Oh,
we could paint the picture, we can set up the thresholds, we could do whatever here.
my answer's super easy,
Oh,
and
I
you
already
know
know.
who my answer
I
is.
know the answers.
There's no one like Storm. Storm is just the most like the most diva, the most like caricature. It's a gay man's fantasy of a woman with superpowers. She just like everybody else, like when they do something, they just go boo, but she's always like by the storms and like it's just so over the top and so like Juilliard coming from her. Literally every single I remember watching her as a kid and being like, I don't know why, but I need to just watch this woman do stuff all the time. She's just like she's so much and just I feel like you could pause her at like in anything she's ever done, Halle Berry, whatever, you could
Any
just
frame.
any frame and it's like a Victorian painting. It's just she's just so statuesque. Like superhero stuff is she doesn't have to save anybody. Just her talking and moving around and stuff. I'm sold. It's Storm.
Storm is one of the few characters that you can be like, oh my goddess, and it would be accurate because
Yeah.
she is quite literally a goddess.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, I love Storm. For me, out of these three characters, I love Storm to death, and I'm not a Jean Grey hater by any means because there are a lot of Jean Grey haters, especially the animated series that we're referencing, where a lot of people hate on her because famously she'll faint every time she uses her powers. And in the original comics, she's always just been put in as like the damsel in distress. And I say that's not a knock to her character. That's just a knock on the writers, right? They just didn't know how to write a powerful female at the time. And also, there are other famous damsels in distress that are iconic. Like we're talking Rapunzel, we're talking Peach. Nobody ever questions Peach is iconic. Like she's a queen.
It's a
Well, she's a
great point.
princess,
Yeah.
but but she's literally known to be a damsel in distress, and
Yeah.
that doesn't stop her from being awesome, like, or badass. So I think Jean Grey gets a lot of flack. That's my little argument for Jean Grey. Also, the White Crown of the Phoenix, she's like infused with the Phoenix Force, which is like all of life embodiment. Like she's the embodiment of all life force. So no knock to her power level at all. Actually, I think now that I'm the more I talk about Jean Grey, maybe I am for Jean Grey. I think
Starting
Jean
to
Grey
feel like that.
she's like powerful as fuck. She's caring, loving, always nurturing, and she's like a sister to Storm. So they're sisters from another misters. They always have each other's backs. I was gonna go for Rogue because I just like the idea of Rogue's powers. I've always been interested in like being able to steal a power and use like a little bit of everything. I don't know if you guys have watched like the old or the old. We're not ancient. The show Heroes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That was one of those
And
shows I had to give up on. But
yeah,
yeah.
no, that's fair. But you know, the premise, the main character has a similar power set. So like that's always been something that's always like cool for me, you know? So Rogue and also the little white strip of the hair. Just recently I've been getting like little gray patches on my beard. And
Mhm.
I've been thinking like, what if I just do like a Rogue patch? Iconic.
This
Why
is
not?
so random. My cousin has a skin condition that causes her to get that streak and nothing else.
Yes.
Truly, she has the streak. She's a singer right now in California.
Uh-huh.
And it's just it's like in the perfect spot, and you would think it's fake, but I've known her since she was a child. It's 100% real. It's crazy. Yeah.
So cool. She's Rogue. They should have
Yeah.
named her Rogue.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
Rogue is my pick, personally.
Ooh,
And I'm going
okay.
to
Okay.
come from the perspective as a queer emo kid, being like, I say this without like the idea of like stopping someone with just like a touch of my hand is so mwah. It
Yeah.
like it's get away from me vibes. It's you don't understand me. It's giving the comb over that starts here and like swoops over past the like it's
Yeah.
she serves something that I don't think that I don't know that we've ever had like a truly like emo superhero before. So
Mhm.
for her to be like our only representation, give it up for the queen.
She really is like Hot Topic vibes. Like, I feel like you think
Yes!
of a Hot Topic kid, to be like, "I could kill you with just a touch of my finger." You know what I mean?
Literally.
You just kinda yeah, that's a really
Literally.
good point.
Both of y'all are what I feel like y'all referencing. Do you guys watch the X-Men, what's it called? The cartoon that was not Next Generation, what's it called?
Evolutions.
Evolutions. Oh,
It was, like, early
early
2000s.
2000s. Yeah,
Yeah.
X-Men Evolutions. And that's where they had like the charm inspired dance with Rogue and Kitty Pryde. And so that well, I say that because the emo thing that you're referencing, I'm like, oh, that's like from there. That's the characterization that they gave Rogue in that series. I guess in the movies too, right?
Movies too.
Anna Paquin, is
Yes.
that
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
actress? Yeah. That was kind of the same characterization. The only thing for me with Rogue is the character assassination with Magneto, like getting into a relationship with an older daddy. I don't know if I vibe well with that.
I mean, love
Nah,
is love. And like, sometimes you
Yeah.
just can't help who you fall in love with. And for her, it was a really old guy who really loved metal.
genocidal old man. Yeah, who
Yeah,
loves metal.
your
Yeah.
heart, you can't choose what your heart wants.
It's true. She's very, like, almost it's so funny because I feel like Storm talks biblical, but I feel like Rogue's story is biblical. Like
Yeah.
this person who's cursed, she can't touch the people she like very King Midas, like she can't touch the people she loves and she's just like, "Oh, it's this like it's very just kind of, you know what I mean? It feels like something you would read in like an old scripture thing in like an old myth, you know what I mean?
Like a legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her life
I
is a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale.
It
Like
really is.
it's filled of darkness. It's like
Yeah. She would be, like, in a tower somewhere and just be like, "Don't come near me." Yeah.
please stop.
That's a great point.
I I love all three of them, but I would say Jean Grey for sure. If it was a battle, that's tough.
Storm is clearing them.
Yeah.
Storm is clearing them.
Storm like levels cities level. Like she's absolutely
In
insane.
this new episode, they show her like controlling a solar storm, solar
Yeah.
flares, cosmic storm, or whatever.
Yeah.
Totally within her powerhouse.
For
Or-
anybody who hasn't watched it, literally they were like, "Do you think you could just like control the sun?" And she's like, "Let me give it a shot." And then she just does it. Like
Wow.
she is that. Like she's like, "I've never done it before. Let me see if I can do
Yeah,
it." Does it?
I was gonna say,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
to be fair, she was not like, "Oh, let me try." She was like, "I
Right.
don't think I could do that." And
She's
then she's like,
"Let me just
she
give it a
wasn't,
shot."
she wasn't sure, but she was like, but the lady told her, you know, I met a version of you that can do it. So just it's the fact that all it took was for someone to tell her like, "Hey, I know you have the potential. You just
Mhm.
have to do it." And for her to be like, "Okay, let me lock in. I'll do it then." And then proceeds to successfully do it on the first try. Crazy.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this. When I talk about like the level of gay icon that she is, it's up there with Miss Piggy. Like I'm that obsessed with her. I am just completely over the moon with Storm. So it has to be like I don't think I can be convinced any other way. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
This is where I stand. Rogue can steal both of their powers, right? So I'm like, "Oh, well, she could just absorb their powers, take their memories." But then I think she doesn't have a mastery of the powers like they do. So that's where she would like lose out. She would put up a tough fight. Jean Grey and Storm is my final two here. And Jean Grey is a powerful telepath, an exceptional telekinet, right? That's the word. Yeah. She is even more powerful when she has the Phoenix Force. So where I think she could edge out Storm would be as if she was inhabited by the Phoenix Force and she was like the strongest potential, like the strongest version of herself, White Crown of the Phoenix and everything. She's fully aware of her capabilities. She would put up a really strong fight where she could edge out Storm only because with her mind alone, her we've seen Professor X just like level the entire planet with his mind. If we're thinking that Jean Grey can surpass him in any way, then she would have that same ability. And so she could just knock out Storm with her mind. Where I think Storm has the potential of clearing her is so I guess we're kind of going away from the cartoon show here, but in the comics, she was the host for Eternity, which is another uh universal forces, if you will. And that version of Storm is insane, and she can easily control any cosmic force, right? She can control the wavelength of things. And so it would come down to like being able to suffocate Jean so that she can't use her telepathic powers. So in my eyes, it's more of like who can get the one up on the other first. And I think once they have the advantage, they clear.
I think that's where the difference is, though. I think you're thinking of it as a fight, and I think I'm thinking of it as like, who do I want to watch? You know what I mean? Like, who do I want to see more?
Which look, thinking of it as a fight, then it's just like any writer, right? It's whatever the writer's preference is. So if they want to see Storm win, then Storm will win in the show, the comic, the movie, whatever, what have you. So listen, if you were to write the story, Jean Grey versus Storm, I'm sure Storm would clear because you love Storm that much. So it makes sense. It's fair. I am gonna go with Jean Grey here, just because she has the advantage of telepathy, and she could just like mind wipe you and make you forget who you even are. So
I think I've got Storm in this one only because the power of the homosexual audience is very powerful. And I just think that I don't think you understand what having someone scream mother at you does for your energy. And I think that I mean, she could level the planet at that point.
It's true. It,
It's just
Jean Grey may
science
have
at
the
that
Phoenix
point.
Force. Storm has an army of gays behind her.
Yes.
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 I would die for this woman, and
Yeah.
she's not real. Like, it's truly.
I call
listen,
upon the
Oh.
powers of the homosexual.
I literally have a
Yes.
Storm action figure just sitting right here. Like, it's
Yes.
her. It's her.
I don't have Jean Grey anywhere. I'm sorry. I didn't
God.
bring my X-Men
Completely
collection.
forgot I had that.
The I I love it because you mentioned like having the power of the gaze behind you. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I've totally seen what like Goku can do with just like summoning the spirit bomb, he's like get the whole planet. So I'm picturing like Storm
I
just
picture
like
a bunch of
calling
gays
upon
putting their hands in the
putting their
air
hands
and
up.
watch. Yeah.
All the queer people on the planet just like, goddess, have my power, my
Oh,
life force. And I think that in itself is legendary. So, and I mean, I'm gonna stand with Jean Grey. You guys can go with Storm. Storm wins this debate, and I'm not angry at it, honestly. I love me Storm.
no wrong
Come on,
answer.
mother.
There's just an answer that's more right.
Yes. there's there's a new saying I like to say now. I'm not wrong. I'm just early, and trust me, I will convert you guys to Jean Grey fans
Ooh,
Good luck.
eventually. Trust,
I
trust, trust,
like
trust.
that.
I think it's gonna take the writers in the cartoons and the movies to really adapt Jean Grey the way she's really meant to be. Because so far, what we have in anything outside of comic books, they portray her as like, I'm strong, but like, I don't know. And like, I need my friends. And like, oh, I do my powerful attack and I faint.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like the Jean Grey that's like, I'm in command. Everyone does what I say. Get the fuck out of my way. And like, look, 97 is starting to go that way in a sense. When this episode drops, it'll be after. Hopefully, everyone watches the new season of 97. But in one of the episodes, it's like Scott and Jean protecting their future son, right? And just like the combat technicality of Jean Grey so far is more exceptional than she has ever been before. It reminded me of The Incredibles with Violet Parr, the daughter. She's like able to use those force fields and stuff in like different strategic technical ways.
Mhm.
Jean Grey was giving Murray that in the battles, and I was like, okay, yes, like
I can see
finally
that.
we have a competent Jean Grey. I love it. So Phoenix, mother. Oh, you know what else? Before we move on, I think people are just so tired of the Phoenix saga story because it's been done so many times. We're over it. But that's just a testament to how iconic her character is. They're like, it's such a good story that we'll just keep telling it because it sells. And so that's my last argument for Jean Grey. Anyways, chat, if you agree with me, which you never do,
They do
put
sometimes.
that put that down in the comments. Let them know that Jean Grey is mother, but that Storm is a goddess.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yes.
Now we are gonna move towards my favorite part of the show, is when our guest gets to bring on their golden stub. And this one is extra special because Dan nor I have any idea of what this possibly could be. So this will be a surprise for all of us.
So
And we present Fave's golden stub.
we should
Listen.
have some sort of music going on, but yeah.
Like, yeah, like an
No.
angelic choir or something.
Mhm.
No,
I
there
just
is one now, but actually I want to clip yours and then make that the new one.
Oh my god.
Because that was
That's on
good.
you. You
I
just
can send
did
you
it.
some MP4 recordings. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I just want to start off by saying that I apologize for anyone that I offend by saying this, but I'm saying this as like as a lover of this thing. I'm saying this as a supporter, okay? I'm on everyone's side, all right? Before I get into this.
Ooh.
We're about to get canceled. Okay.
Survivor needs to be canceled. And here's why I feel that way. Here's why I
Holy.
feel that way, and I made notes. This show does not feel special anymore. The seasons feel completely indistinguishable. Survivor used to be a cinematic primetime treatment. It used to get like tons of money. We used to go on multiple locations. We used to have exclusive challenges per the season. Now it's become a mindless reality TV that could be easily set up and tore down. It's basically become a second Big Brother for CBS. I feel like we don't appreciate it enough and we don't have enough reverence for the show anymore because it's become so cyclical. We need to have a period, like Big Brother Canada, where it goes off the air, we miss it for a little bit, and then maybe it comes back once a year, not twice a year, so that we can maybe get a bigger budget. We maybe go to different locations. We maybe get a 24-person cast every season. But I think we need to just shut it down before it starts getting rotten. It feels like fruit that has been sitting on the table for too long. The flies are starting to collect, and we keep saying, no, 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 that fruit is still good. I don't think it is. And I think the longer that we leave it on the table, Jeff Probst is just going to keep watching that moldy fruit and still trying to pick pieces off of it. Like, we need to stop it, and we need to really just think about that.
I love the ending.
That's
So
how
I
I
just realized
feel, and I'm open
I
to criticism, but and I just wanna say I'm the biggest Survivor fan. This is, like, my favorite TV show. We just need a break. We need to just reset. We need to reset the landscape.
halfway through that, I realized I had stopped breathing. I was holding my breath. I was so in shock that you said that. So I had this like feeling it was gonna be reality TV based, but I thought it was gonna be more of like Jeff Probst shouldn't be the host anymore, or Big Brother should do that. I did not think you would say cancel Survivor.
I mean, Jeff Probst shouldn't be the host anymore and should not be on production, but that's a whole other like, I will
No,
take our
let's
wins where we can get them. Like,
let's actually put that on the table too. Go ahead.
yeah, no, Jeff
Put
Probst, I think Jeff Probst, when he was just a host, was at his best. I
Mhm.
think the second that he became a fan of the show, he almost became like a 19th player. I just think that I don't want to like, I wanna focus on the players, I wanna focus on the game, and I want a host that, like, also focuses on the players and focuses on the game. I don't need Jeff Probst competing in challenges. I don't need Jeff Probst giving me his idea on why he likes things or why he doesn't. I, like, actually don't care what Jeff Probst thinks. I care that he says, "Survivor's ready, go." I care
Yeah.
that he snuffs the torch. I don't care that he's having an emotional reaction to a family reunion. Like, there's just so many things that I think that he interjects himself into that's, like, not his place, and I feel like maybe with him out of the picture, we can get someone else in who can support the show and let
Mhm.
the players take care of the game.
Mhm. So I think I'm not sure if I'm on like the I don't know how I feel about the idea of canceling it. I will say I think season 50 is a very good encapsulation of everything that you're talking about. Like I think there was a lot of these like very like corporate feeling decisions around it with, we all know the Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol, and then what's his face, Zach Brown had like a weird little documentary halfway through an episode, and they don't like they spend their time kind of like showing these things that we don't care about, and then not showing us the gameplay. And so when a move happens, you're like, wait, I didn't even realize like this person didn't like this person or something like, you know what I mean? I definitely see what you're saying, and it
I
definitely
think you
has.
broke Dan.
I
Literally.
really
People
I,
people
like,
have
don't
broken me
wanna
on the show
offend.
before.
Let's
I really
go.
I
Yes.
know it's, like, 100 degrees out, but I'm, like, feeling hotter right now. I'm like, "Oh my god, am I about to agree with this?"
People have broken me on the show before. I think you're literally the first person to break Dan, truly.
I'll
I
take
made
it.
Dan
I'll take
angry,
it.
but I think
Yeah.
you made his brain shut off.
Listen, I don't think that it needs to go away forever, and I think it needs to come back, but I think it needs to come back the way that it started. Let's go like, if the problem is that it's a budget thing and we just can't afford to, like, go to these locations, don't do it twice a year. Like, strip it back. Let's go to Africa. Let's go to the Philippines. Like, let's go to other places so that every season can feel special and we can, like, lean into, like, the unique my favorite thing in the world, like the season in Gabon where someone was doing a confessional and an elephant was right behind him. Like,
Ooh.
you don't get
I
things like
even
that
know this.
anymore. You get
True.
people wading in the water talking about this idol or trying to trade beads so that they can get safety or this fucking
Yeah.
hourglass they had to like, it doesn't make sense.
And it
Make
is
Survivor make sense again.
true, true, and it really is about, like, what silly thing and new thing can the production think of when, like, I during the pandemic, I went and I watched not all of the seasons, but I had, like, this list of, like, the best seasons, and I watched them from I think Cook Islands was the whatever one Rupert was on first. That was the first one I watched.
Yeah, yeah, Pearl Islands.
Sandra's win,
Yeah.
spoiler, and
Spoiler.
those were so
Years
good
ago.
because there were no twists. If you found an idol, you have found an idol. People were voted out based off of relationships, and like it was very game focused. And it's true that now it's like it used to be like, oh, I found an idol, I know what it does. Now it's like you found the first piece of a thing and you need to do this now, and you found a hint to a clue to a this, and now this is like there's gonna be another twist. And it's very just like it's going from Survivor to Sequester, and it's very just kind of like it's losing it. And I feel like, especially with season 50, I felt like a lot of people who deserve to still be there went home because of like BS decisions like that. My queen, I'm gonna call her Guinevere. My queen, oh my god, what's her name?
Genevieve. Yeah.
Genevieve. I
Genevieve,
was having such a hard time.
Guinevere.
Gen-
Guinevere.
Close, close.
Gwendolyn. Yes.
Gwendolyn, Genevieve, Camilla, Christian, like they all went home, and these were like people who were just like they were doing everything right. Like they were not messing anything up, but the game kicked them out pretty much, and it was just like it was just bad luck. And like, yeah, I do miss like the classic layout of
Survivor.
Survivor. Yeah.
As somebody who has no dog in this fight whatsoever, I am not a Survivor fan in the least, in the least. Uh, I for the longest time wasn't even sure what the format of the show was. You know, I learned with everybody here in the LRG community and stuff, and so, but I want to jump on your controversial take, Babe, because I believe that all reality competition shows should have a stop. Like at some point, like it needs to end and needs to cancel.
Mhm.
I can relate to Survivor going on for so long with like America's Next Top Model. As a queer kid who grew up in the early 2000s, a lot of these reality competition shows were like catered for us, I think. And so America's Next Top Model kind of became a that word of itself, where it just felt like they were just trying to add these twists or whatever to get people to like tune into it. And it stopped becoming about modeling and became about like all these extra shit. RuPaul's Drag Race, a huge criticism of that show is that it's not even that it's gone on for too long, is that it's just too frequent, right? Like there's just too many seasons. There's an All Stars halfway through the year. There's a regular season in the end of the year. There's Canada race. There's Spain. There's all these countries or whatever. Like there's so much to keep up with, which, listen, for the opportunities it gives everybody, that's amazing. But also, it's too much content, too much to ingest. And then they have global all stars on top of that. Like now you're adding something else that's like, we're not even sure if we're getting it again this year. You know, so there's like that. There's a take that's very popular in the community where they're like, oh, I think All Stars needs to be like every 2 or 4 years. Let the queens kind of like marinate in the fandom a little bit and then bring them back. Cause like you said, it brings back like a nostalgia factor. Like, hey, look, this queen that we haven't seen in 4 years, have they grown a little bit? Recently, All Stars has been like, let's shuffle the ones who haven't won this last season right into All Stars. For what? Like, because viewership, you know, like they got this following, so let's just transfer that over to the show. It becomes, everyone knows who's ever watched RuPaul. I'm sorry to take your Survivor take and change it to RuPaul or whatever,
No,
but
it applies.
it does. I think everybody who's watched RuPaul from the beginning to now, there was a magic to the show when RuPaul had fun on the show
Mhm.
versus now where it's like very production based. RuPaul's very involved in like producing to make sure you get the best content possible, you know? And you
Sur-
can see it. You can see it.
Survivor is the opposite issue though, because I do feel like Jeff Probst is having more fun,
Yeah.
but we don't want what he
We
wants.
want,
Yes.
right. It's
Yeah.
the opposite problem. And
Hmm.
then Project Runway is another one. It's that show's gone on. It went away for a little bit, but this is one that, on your opinion of like going away for a little bit and coming back, could actually be good for the show. It's not doing any good for Project Runway. It left for a bit, came back, left again, now it's back. And like season 2021 was like, other than Utica serving the best looks of the season, honestly, and the twins were good drama, that season was just lackluster because it stopped becoming about the design itself. In the older seasons, you would see like, oh, the challenges it took the designers to get their stuff down the runway, and like the unique creativity, like what the ideas and concepts and stuff were behind the scenes. And now it's very just like, oh, confessional, challenge, confessionals, runway, confessionals, judging, confessional, confession. Like I don't care about like the opinions of the designers for like it's like the opinions of the designers of the show while the show is happening versus like this is why I'm doing this gown this way or this piece this way. Like it's less about that and it's losing its magic. So I agree with you, Faith. Reality competition shows need to realize when the show is just at its end and it's feeling overly produced. And when it gets to that point, it just needs to go away. Create a new concept.
Yeah, I think it's hard, like, because I do see, like, the financial part to it. Like, you wanna
Yeah.
make the show interesting. Like, I get, like, you wanna have all these little twists so that you have that clip of people going, "What? Can't
Mhm.
believe it." Like, you want those things to get people to tune in. I think where I feel is that reality TV, and especially competitive reality TV, used to be so cinematic. And I will use my favorite TV show in the world. It's The Mole. The Belgian season feels like you're watching a movie. It comes out once a year. They don't have like a huge budget, but they make use of the budget that they have. Like
Yeah.
the locations that they go to, the challenges aren't like crazy extreme, but they're cool because they put so much thought and attention to it. And I just wish that Survivor would kind of go back in that direction where we had this like cool cinematic show, we had the social dynamic on top of it, and those two things can just play in harmony. Like we don't need three people going out in an episode. Like we can
Yeah.
just have a cool show, let the players kind of thrive, give them like unique situations that aren't going to be same across the whole line and let them
Mhm.
thrive.
And when there is a twist, it has to be rare that it's special. Season
Yes.
50, every episode was a twist. So it didn't become special. It was like, oh, like what bullshit are they gonna throw our way this time?
Yeah.
Exactly
And
that.
like 9 out of 10 times it was something stupid. No, I think you're right, and it's not really about like, Survivor, I think the one thing it has going for it for me personally is I do like who they cast. I feel like they cast, like, a really interesting
Great
people.
personalities.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like they a lot of reality shows, especially Big Brother, I feel like you can tell they're like, "Okay, this person we picked because they're gonna be the villain, and this person is gonna speak to
Yeah.
middle America, and this person's gonna." I think Survivor is like they pick all these people, you're like, "I don't know how I feel about any of these people," but
They're gonna be magic.
any of them can be the hero or the villain, and it's on
Yeah.
them to figure out what they're gonna do. That's, like, the one thing I like about them, like, it's my issue with Traitors, it's my issue with Big Brother, it's just, like, I don't like the people that they pick for these things. Um, and so, like, I would love to get more time with the people that they cast on Survivor, like, I would love to know more about them and, like, kind of see them play things out.
I don't know about you all, but there was like a naivete. You know, earlier when we're younger, we're watching reality competition shows of like, uh, everything seems so authentic and like the personalities kind of you vibe with like the person and you're like you start rooting for them. And then you evolve as a reality competition watcher to knowing like it's very produced, it's manufactured. So you kind of go beyond the lens of like, oh, these people are doing this because that's what they would normally do in this situation versus like they're in a pressure cooker because production team put them in that situation so that they can get the reactions that they want that'll be popular and you know all that stuff. So like on that note, I think the word of today would be like intentionality. Like Faye was saying, if they're intentional with you know, location, with if they're intentional with the budget, if they're intentional with how they cast people in a way that's broad, but also like letting the special magic happen naturally and organically versus trying to manufacture it because you watch clips of these people and you're like, oh, this person would make a great villain, or this person would be too naive and too kind to like you know, to mess with so we can get them early out, yada, yada, yada. And then this person has such a great backstory, a sob story, whatever. So we're going to push them to the finale. And essentially that's our winner already. Like you know, a lot of these shows, I think they already have a winner in mind at the start. And whether or not it reaches that point where when they get to that point at the end, if they choose them or not is different. But I always feel like that person's chosen from the beginning and they always make it to the end, regardless of like the outcome.
I completely agree, and I think what rings true, and I think you guys could relate to this just kind of running, Starcade. If you build a good game, it doesn't matter who plays and who wins because the show will be good.
Mhm.
So I think like if they just kind of focus more on the actual meat and potatoes of the actual television show, and then they just cast like who they've been casting, they would have an amazing product. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just I think though to get there, we need to just kind of like put it on pause and just have everyone kind of reflect about what's been happening, kind of
Mhm.
take a survey of the environment and maybe come back with some fresher eyes.
So
I
I do have
remember
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I do have a question for you, Fave.
Mhm.
Before I do that, I will say one thing that I did hear somebody say once is that they should reduce the $1 million prize down to like a half a million because less money on the line, you're going to get people willing to like make risks because they're not winning as much, which was something interesting that I heard. Because I feel like you do get a lot of people playing very scared and playing very safe. And I think what was great about old Survivor is you had people like Sandra who were not playing safe. They were playing hard, and I think that was really fun to see. But my question to you is, what let's say Survivor goes away, it's gone 5 years, it comes back. What is, like what do you take from old Survivor? What do you change fully? Like, host, time? Like, what does the new Survivor look like for you in, like, the
If it's
That's a
new
good
era?
question.
if it's up to me, like
Mhm,
Australian Survivor does a 50-day game and they have 24 people. I think it runs for like I think 23 episodes or something. I would love to see something like that. Like, maybe even keep it like 18 people, 20 people. Give us enough time. Because here's the thing I think what fans liked from the original was seeing all of these dynamics play out in real time without the influences of all these bullshit, crazy twists that basically negate all of that social enterprise that you built.
mhm,
So I would love to see just like a more expanded version of the game, maybe even more simplified. Sure, throw in a couple advantages here and there, but let the players actually breathe and let them actually play the game. And I think, and I'm huge on location. I think that like being in Fiji for 8 million years has not really done the show any kind of service. I think going literally anywhere else, it could even be like Canada, like come bring it to British Columbia, like come bring it in
yeah.
my backyard. Like it would be, I think anywhere else just to give some variation would just be a nice palate cleanser for I think everybody involved.
I also have a hard time believing that, like, if they went to once a year that they couldn't afford to go. Like, look at The Amazing Race. The Amazing
Yes.
Race is like it's a popular show. It's nowhere near as popular as Survivor, and they're literally jumping everywhere. Like, there's got to be some way that they can make it work.
I think that just from what I know, like I think the problem is like they started producing Survivor like they did Big Brother. And Big Brother for
Hmm.
them is like a very easy like tear up, tear down show. Like you can basically just like it's the same house, you just throw in a bunch of people and the magic kind of happens. And I think they're kind of doing the same thing with Survivor. And I
Yeah.
wish they would go back to treating it like a prime time television show. Like remember when like Survivor would premiere like after the Super Bowl? Like it was like event television. And I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just kind of lost it along the way with how frequent it's been.
I
Hmm.
have a question too. Do
Mhm.
you feel like that's just a part of viewership habits changing as well? I feel like TV as an event used to be a thing because we weren't so plugged into like our phones and TV or and internet and like computers and stuff like that. Like, that was like in an era where you would sit down at 8 o'clock on Thursday, Friday nights or whatever with your family to watch your favorite primetime show. Like primetime slot meant something. You would put your best show there because you knew that was the time slot that people would sit down and watch TV. So do you feel like that's that's kind of the change or the shift in like the dynamic with these reality competition shows?
God,
Like,
yeah, and, like,
yeah.
even now, like, there are still watch parties, people do I like, me and my friend, like, Kim, we set up, like, a little, like, text group. We watch Love Island, like, whenever it comes out. Like, it's so much fun. Like, I think we now have to kind of create those events for ourselves. Like, it's not like it was back in the old days. But I also think the quality is not the same. And I think it's really hard to like get a whole bunch of people together for one like television show when it's kind of not event television.
Hmm.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't know that I would, like, get all of my friends together to watch another group of 18 people go to the same Fiji beach to play the same challenges, see the same thing. If they
Yeah.
all of a sudden went, like, to Norway and they were, like, stranded in the ice fields, oh, I'm
Ooh.
sad. But, like, I just don't think that we're in a place right now where reality TV is being treated with the reverence and with the appreciation that I think it could have,
And
or
Yeah.
could
the
deserve.
creativity, I feel like, too. The
Yeah.
creativity is gone. It's very like I said before, it's very produced. It's like and like you said, it's all budget money, financial base where it's like they're trying to pump out the most seasons to gain more money in the cheapest way possible so that they can keep making money. It's all like these financial decisions that are kind of
You
ruining
know,
television.
it also feels like they're
It
trying to lump the competition shows in with the dating shows. Like, I know The
Yeah.
Circle, which I love the first couple of seasons of that, but then they started only putting single people in, hoping that people would make relationships, and be like, "That's not what this is about." Like,
yeah.
this is like, this
Yeah.
is a competition show, and the same thing with the twist. I know they do that a lot on, like, Big Brother and stuff like that. Like, I feel like they're trying to appeal to everybody, and when you appeal to everybody, like, you appeal to nobody. Like,
Yeah.
you have to, like, focus on the people who want the gameplay. People who want, like, the love stuff, you have Love Island, you have The Bachelor, if however long that lasts. You have, like, those, like, dating type shows. Like, don't try to make this something that, like, my mom, like, everybody in my life is going to wanna watch with me. Like, let it
Yeah.
be what it's supposed to be.
Because if it's good, then they're gonna watch it with you anyways, right? Like that's the thing. Like if
Yeah.
it's really good, you don't have to force people to want to watch it. People will just watch it. That's what it comes down to.
Well, and I think when the producers kind of have, like, an agenda like that, it kind of ruins the magic of the moment, you know? Like, if,
Exactly.
like, a relationship like, I'll use Big Brother. If a showmance appears and it just kind of happens organically, fun. But if I know that the producers, like, set them up and were like, "Yeah, we're gonna lock them in a room together until they fall in love with each other," I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah.
I yeah.
I'm looking at you. Love is blind.
It doesn't feel as magical.
Like
Hey,
that.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think you've sold me on this, Fave. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, let it go away for a while. Like, there's plenty of shows I feel like that I watch that had what's the one? Not Succession. Severance. Severance?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Severance went away for a couple of years and came back, and, like, it was like, I don't know if it was better than ever, but it was like you're okay with the time in between. I think Survivor could use, like, a bit of a refresh, and, like, I love Jeff Probst, but, like, there's somebody else with the same level of energy who could do it. Like, I do love his, like, excitement.
Enthusiasm.
Yes, but
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
does, like, put his fingers in, like, into the I shouldn't say that. He puts his hands in the pot a little too much when it comes to the show, and I would like somebody more of like a Rick Devens type who's, like, excited to watch gameplay, but, like, won't, like, force stuff on people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially doing Starcade with Dan too. We always talk about like the future of the show and whatnot and what it'll look like. So it's always a scary thought of like, how can we transform the show so that it's always relevant, that it stays interesting, entertaining, and it doesn't kind of become a shell of itself or stagnant or anything like that. So I get like the producers struggling with that factor. But again, we bring it back to if the format's good, the format's good. There are plenty of competition shows where just the base format of the show is so good that even when it's produced or whatever, whenever you could tell that, it's still entertainment. And that's kind of the magic that you're always trying to capture as a producer, I feel like.
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah.
Yeah. I I'm excited for the future of Starcade. That's for sure. I say this all the time. I love that show to the
Thank you.
heavens. And you know what other show I like? I feel like with you guys, I have like this Powerpuff Girls energy. Do you guys like Powerpuff Girls?
My god. Wait, who's who? Who's who?
That's what I was gonna
Ooh.
ask. Okay, here's how I want to end this. I want us all each to say who we think each other are. So
Oh, okay.
Period. Okay.
I think I'm gonna start with Dan. I think Dan is Bubbles.
Yes.
Bubbles
I knew that
comes.
was coming. I knew it.
I feel like Fave has leader energy, so Blossom for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Badass, very multi-talented, and then I think I'm Buttercup only because I'm very butch. Like I'm very like. Also, I'm ready to kick ass for anyone who's tried to hurt my sisters. So
Period.
I agree with me as Bubbles. I think I'm gonna
yes,
swap the two of you though, because I do think Fave coming in with "let's just cancel Survivor" is very just like
Buttercup
let's burn it
coded.
all
Violence.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So I would switch the two of you, but yeah, I do think I have Bubbles energy.
I was originally gonna say Buttercup for me. I appreciate the blossom, but I think it's kind of bofa in a sense, and I think I
Mhm.
kind of bleed between three depending on who I'm kind of around. But I think in this group for sure, I think yeah, like I'll take Blossom. I think, and I think like too, like as I get older, I'm kind of leaning out of like the punky like shit disturber energy, and I'm kind of like coming into more yeah, like I'm kind of coming into more of like a leadership position. So like yeah,
Mhm.
I see it. I see it for me.
Not not me. I sink so far into like the edgy punk rock. Like, I'm just like, woe is me. The world hates me. I hate the world. Let's burn it all to the ground. Like that's my energy all the time. I'm happy and put a smile on for the show, but truly outside, I'm like, let's just kill it all, honestly. Um, so then do you guys remember this song? Fighting crime, trying to save
Save
the
the world.
world.
Here
Here
they
they
come
come
just
just in
in time.
time. The
The Powerpuff
Powerpuff Girls.
Girl.
Powerpuff. Dun, 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 dun.
Was that the theme?
That's the theme.
That was
Oh,
Yes,
I
sir.
think that was the outro, right?
Yes, it was the outro.
Yeah.
oh, I don't remember that. I watched the show, but I don't remember that. Okay,
Dan cuts it out as soon as the credits start rolling. He's out. He checks.
I got stuff to do. Dexter's Lab is next. I gotta move on to the next one.
Remember, he said earlier, he's like, I have no problems just walking away
This
mid episode.
Fair.
literally.
Fair.
Mm,
Dan's actually never seen the Powerpuff Girls save the day. Not once.
this bores me.
They
and then I
always
just
get into
leave.
problems, but they always seem to stay there. It's so crazy. Whoa.
It's about a bunch of girls, and they live in a horrible place, and that's it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's what it is.
they meet some bad guys and then that's it. Like, hey.
Oh, man.
Oh
On
my
that
God.
note, this has been a very Save the World episode. I think Fave just saved the entire planet with their take on
Thank you.
Survivor. Like, let's just cancel it. This is our stake in the claim right now. This is the verdict is in, the jury is out. Survivor gone.
Well, the jury's
Please.
certainly out if Survivor's getting canceled. Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. Oh, true. That I didn't even think about. I forget the Survivor has that, like a jury and all that. I don't know the show at all, guys. I'm so. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for listening. Our fans are truly some of the best fans I could ever ask for, tuning in every week. If you have any questions, if you want to put a ticket recommendation in the bucket, you can email us at youversuswhopodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find us on our socials, You Versus Who 1 on TikTok, You Versus Who Pod on Instagram and Threads, or You Versus Who Podcast on YouTube. I'm reachable in all of those formats or platforms. Let's see. Am I missing anything else in this outro?
I don't know. Fave, you want to plug your Twitch channel?
Yeah, so I have guys, I've been really bad at streaming lately, but I've gotten a new job, so like it's just kind of I'm still trying to like get
Okay.
a hold of my schedule. That's not an excuse though. I need to get my shit together. You can
Yes,
find
I'm in
me
the
at
same boat.
Yay. You can find me at twitch.tv/lefave with a little X at the end. I'm coming back. I used to host like online reality games. I'm coming back this year with the mole.org Game 5. The cast is looking sick. The game is looking sick. So can't wait. It's premiering on August 1st. We'll run it.
Bitch,
Yeah.
cast me, please. I need to be on.
We'll see. This one was a unique kind of casting experience. I don't want to. It will definitely return after this game. I won't go too far into it, but this is
Oh,
this is
okay.
not the last you'll see of this game.
Oh,
I
so you
love
know
it.
what that means, chat. Tune in. Don't miss out. You don't want to be having FOMO.
Literally, the event
Yeah.
the event of the year, the
Mhm.
television event of the year. What Survivor 50 wish it would have been.
Exactly. Tell them.
Forget
Tell them how
Survivor
it
Frenzy.
is. As always, if you want to be on Starcade, hit up Dan. There's applications in the bio of
We
all the
are at
social platforms.
Starcade Show everywhere, pretty much everywhere. We just hit our 40 we're over 40 people who have applied. So, which is absolutely crazy because when we first did this, I literally was just like, I think my husband was on the second episode because I was like, I need a third person. And now we're booked like a year in advance. So, but that's not to say you shouldn't apply because I don't put people in time order. So yeah, absolutely fun, and we have so many fun episodes coming up and a few really big, very risky surprises over the next few months of things that have been over 6 months in the making. So I am very, very excited.
I cannot wait, truly. Starcade, yeah, I love the show too much. I think we need to start quitting our day jobs and just doing this full time at this point. It's starting to look like it,
Don't tempt me. I'll do it.
but let's go. So follow us, like us, subscribe. It's the best way to support the show and help us grow. With truly with you guys' help, it's been amazing so far, all the support we've received. And on that note, I forgot the golden gavel.
Oh, it's a fish.
It's a fish.
Period. It's a fish.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.